Hi there everyone, I'm Kathy Dodd and welcome to this short yoga video for hockey moms. Now, of course, I salute all moms, and if you have children in sports, there is some degree of sacrifice that you make, the early mornings, all the practices, all the driving that you do. So I thought I'd create a little yoga practice for either before or after those sports practices that your child is doing, and will address some of the issues that you're going to face. The tight hip flexors from sitting too long, the cold butt from those hard benches, just a lack of energy from getting up so early, and so on. So let's get started. Start on your hands and knees, okay? So come to a tabletop position to begin. Now I want you to take a look at your hands when you come here. We'll be doing a few things to weight bear on our hands and shoulders and wrists. So when you have your hands on the floor, make sure that the fingers are spread, that the hands are outer shoulder distance apart, that the index fingers are parallel to one another, and that you're pressing down with the finger pad, so underneath your fingernails, so that the heel of the hand lifts and the forearm engages. That will protect your wrists. If it still hurts, a couple things you can do. One of them is to come to forearms. Another one is to roll your mat or fold your mat or get something, a blanket or something, underneath the heel of your hands. So now there's just less flexion in your wrists, and you'll build forearm strength over time. And we're going to just do a couple of cat stretches here. So take a deep breath in and pull your heart forward and lift your sit bones up. We'll call this happy cat. And let's go to mad cat now. As you exhale, round up and stretch the back of the spine. Draw the tailbone down, widen the shoulder blades. Now as you inhale and come into happy cat, you're going to do exactly the opposite. You're stretching the front of your spine, shoulder blades come together, sit bones lift, chest lifts. Let's do it one more time. Mad cat. Exhaling out, and happy cat, inhaling, and then just come on back to a neutral position with your spine. So let's go now to a little bit of stretching the hips here, the outer hips. Inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, take your hips towards the side, so not so much front to back, just right to the side. And inhale back up and exhale to the other side. So go slowly and just let your hips drop with gravity towards the side. And then come back up, and we'll do it one more time to each side. Exhaling down. There's a little twist component to this as well. If you keep your chest forward, inhaling up. And last side. Exhaling down. Good. And then come back to hands and knees, neutral position. Step back with your right leg, toes tucked under. Stretch your heel back and your shoulder forward. And then cross your right foot over your left foot. Look over your left shoulder towards your heel and pull your right shoulder forward as you do. Okay, and then come back to center, and we'll switch. Step your left foot back, toes tucked under, stretch your heel back and your shoulder forward, and then go ahead and cross it over. Look over the right shoulder this time, and pulling the left shoulder forward, stretch the whole left side of the body there. Okay, and then come on back to center, and now we're going to curl the toes under, come up to standing. So let's do one round of sun salutation to get warmed up. Point your toes straight ahead, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the sun warming your skin. And then go ahead and open your eyes and stretch your arms up over your head. Really reach. Lift your chest here. And then exhale, sit back down into an imaginary chair. Take your hips way back there. Bring your forearms to your thighs. Have a seat in this chair, this imaginary chair, for a few breaths. So stage 1 is to bring your forearms and rest them on your thighs. Stage 2, if you would like a little bit more, you take your arms up over your head. So your biceps are around your ears. Now, if this hurts your back or is too hard, come back to stage 1. Otherwise, lengthen through the crown of the head in one direction, the tailbone in the other direction. Keep breathing. Are you starting to get warm yet? Good. One more breath. Okay, now bring your hands to the floor, press in, start to lift your hips. And I say start because I don't want you to just press through the backs of your knees and round your back. So the higher you can lift your sit bones, the more stretch you'll actually get in your hamstrings. So that's what we're going for here, hamstring stretch. If you're feeling it, great. Now we're going to place our hands flat on the floor, go to the top of the push-up for plank pose. Oh, another opportunity to create some heat in the body here. So drop your knees if you're still building strength here. Would look like this, knees behind the hips. Otherwise, squeeze your legs. Keep the waist cinched in. As you push the floor away, the upper back will round a little bit. And then you'll take your chest forward. Don't drop your hips when you do that. And it'll integrate the arm bones into the shoulder sockets a bit more. Okay. And now everybody can drop their knees and lower yourself to your belly. Point your toes. Inhale. Come up to cobra. Just a little one. Elbows bent. Legs strong. And exhale it back down. Curl the toes under again. Inhale up. All fours are plank. Rock your hips back. Lift your knees. Downward facing dog. Stretching back. Okay, so from downward facing dog, bring your feet a little closer together. Lift your right leg up and kind of square the hips so that the hip bones are both pointing towards the floor. Toes pointing towards the floor. Now bend that right knee. Just go slowly. You'll feel your hamstring engage, buttocks muscle engage. And then take it out to the side and bring it forward in towards your chest. And stretch it right back out again. Okay, let's do it one more time. Slowly bend the knee. Still, the leg is still up in the air. And then you're going to open it to the side. Bring it forward and in towards the chest. And then stretch it straight back out again. Okay, let's bring it down to the floor. Try the second side. Left leg up. Slowly bend the knee. Take it out to the side. Bring it forward towards the chest. And then stretch it straight back out again. Back out. Okay, let's do it one more. Bend the knee. Take it open to the side. Bring it forward towards the chest. And then stretch it straight back out again. Really reach it back. Good, and bring your foot to the floor. Bring your knees to the floor. Rest for a moment. Take your toes together, your knees apart. Rest in child's pose. And we'll end just with a little twist. So for this one, come onto your backs. You get to come onto your backs for this one. Go ahead and lie on your back, bend your knees. Cross your right knee on top of your left. Go to the right with your hips a little bit. So just pick them up and move them about an inch or so and put them back down. And then go ahead, take both legs to the left. Go slowly again. Relax through the shoulders and the neck. Good. And then come back up and put your hips to the left. And don't change legs. Just keep your right leg on top and go down to the right with both your legs. Now just watch any kind of feeling of tweakiness in your knee. Flex your foot if that happens. Should never be any pain in the knees in a yoga practice. And then come back up, and we're going to switch legs. Left leg on top. See, my hips are still to the left side of my mat, and I'm going to go back down to the right. Just changed legs. Inhale and exhale here. And then come on back up, and now we're going to change sides. So keep the left leg on top, put your hips to the right side of your mat, go down to the left side with both legs. Remember, you're going to flex your feet a little bit. Take a couple of deep breaths here, relaxing the shoulders and the neck, starting to let go in these poses. And then you'll bring the legs back on up. Put your hips back in the middle. Uncross your legs. You can hold the fronts of your knees now and bring them into the chest. Rock from side to side. And when you're ready, roll over to your side. And come on up. Okay, I hope that gave you a little break, and thanks for joining me. See you next time. Namaste.